Jeffree Star gets flirty on Instagram.
Dawson teases new conspiracy videos release.
And Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet spark dating rumors?
Ooh, all that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm Susan Morad.
Who am I? I'm John. I'm Drew Dorsey.
I was like, who are you?
No one ever gets that reference. It's from Les Mis when he's like, I'm Jean Valjean. No one ever gets
Well,
it.
from now on, from this day forth, we will now get that reference, I think. Kind of, maybe. I don't know. You guys, the girls are back. Emil's out there living his best life, having a wonderful vacation.
He is.
We love you, Emil, if you're watching.
Hey,
but we're glad you guys are here. If it's your first time or not your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. And also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new Clevver News update, and leave us comments because we love to read the comments.
Love them. Susan, we have a lot to talk about today.
Oh my gosh, there is so much news to get into. Should we just jump straight into it?
Let's do it.
What's happening? So Drew, what is going on with Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know, Susan?
Yes!
So apparently they may have been, or maybe are, sparking dating rumors. It might be going down, you guys. Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya were just spotted out running errands together, and now they're either the friendship or relationship we didn't know we needed. Either way, we stan these two. Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet were spotted shopping at one of the Bed Bath & Beyonds this weekend in New York City. A Bed Bath & Beyond employee sent the selfie she took with the two stars to her friend, who posted it on social media, and obviously it popped off. The friend wrote, quote, Timothy and Zendaya hanging out, say on God. And obviously the internet freaked out. One person wrote, quote, Timothy and Zendaya were hanging out in New York today. They went to Bed Bath & Beyond, our first 10-day moment. Another posted this gif saying, quote, Timothy and Zendaya together walking around New York. But what some of these fans may or may not know is that Timothy and Zendaya are working on a new movie together called Dune, which comes out later this year. The film is currently in post-production, but clearly they hit it off so much during filming that they're tight enough now to do joint Bed Bath & Beyond trips. And while they play love interest on screen in Dune, it seems like they are likely just friends in real life. Some fans are wondering if T and Z were friends before working on Dune. Like this person who replied to a tweet asking if they knew each other already, saying, probably when they both auditioned for Spider-Man years back. Obviously, we know that Zendaya landed that role and Tom Holland ended up getting the role of Spider-Man. Sadly, Dune doesn't come out until December of this year, so we're going to have to wait to see these two on screen together, but we will hopefully be seeing lots of them out and about before then. This is the thing. I feel like there's always chemistry when people do films or projects together because you're spending so much time.
And there's meant to be chemistry. That's why they cast.
Right, exactly. The director's probably like, go out, hang out with each other, you know?
Go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
That's like
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Oh God, I want to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. I haven't been in a minute.
It's like going on a Target date, but even better, you know?
But actually, I don't think there's anything going on, but I think it's cute.
Yeah, I think it's cute too. I don't think there's anything like romantic going on. But what I thought was weird is that the pictures that the fan posted kind of cropped the fan and each of Zendaya and Timothy separately. Like I wanted to see a picture of all three. So I was like, what's going on? But apparently it was legit. But yeah, I think they're just friends. But who knows, they could be beyond. Okay, Drew, so it's no secret that literally everyone is obsessed with Shane Dawson's conspiracy videos. Now, it looks like we might be getting another installment sooner rather than later.
Oh man.
Shane Dawson is pretty much known as the godfather of YouTube because of his in-depth docuseries. And now, after releasing his latest series with Jeffree Star that documented the behind the scenes of creating his conspiracy collection and more, Shane is now also a member of the beauty community. Shane also, as you would know, launched a new channel called Shane Glosson that will also be a creative outlet for Shane to have fun with makeup and feature more makeup related content. Now that channel has already amassed over 1.5 million subscribers, and today Shane dropped his second video to the channel called The End of the Beauty World. It's jam-packed with lots in there, including the beautiful world of Jeffree Star deleted scenes, what happened with that terrifying security scare for Shane and Ryland, plus bolstering their security as a result. They also addressed their take on what goes on with these influencer beauty trips, and even Lipstick Gate got a mention. There's so much more in there, you're gonna have to check it out. But right now, let's get into what you came here for. So Shane was recently asked about more conspiracy theory content by a follower via an Instagram Q&A, and the post read, "Let me know from Shane," to which the fan wrote, "Conspiracy theories. Love you, Shane." Well, Shane actually responded. He wrote, quote, "I do have some makeup related conspiracies already filmed that I was gonna save for 2020 with a smiley face and a magnifying glass and eye emoji." Did you hear that, guys? 2020, we are in 2020, so that literally can be like around the corner, both conspiracy and makeup related. We cannot wait. And now that Shane Glosson is, back in the swing, that literally could be like, I don't know, even next week.
Like
maybe.
tomorrow, maybe.
I cannot wait to see a makeup conspiracy. I don't know if it's going to be a series or whether it's just a few videos. We don't really care whether it's 1 or 10. Like, we are here for it.
Okay, Susan, moving on. We need to talk about Rihanna because she just split with her longtime boyfriend, and now there's rumors that she may be hooking up with Drake or ASAP Rocky. We don't know. In case you missed it, Rihanna and her super hot, super rich boyfriend of 3 years, Sussan Jamil, reportedly split up. The news broke last week, and we're not really sure when they broke up or why, but reports say that Rihanna is living the single life. Meanwhile, Us Weekly reported that Rihanna was seen hanging out with Drake during Yams Day, a tribute concert celebrating the lives and losses of some of hip-hop's biggest names. The concert gets bigger and bigger every year, and this year it got appearances from people like ASAP Rocky, Rihanna, and Drake. In a weekend full of ex-lover reunions, including Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, a video was taken at Yams Day of Drake and Rihanna standing next to each other. Oh man. It's just a second long clip, but it speaks volumes. So is a possible romance heating up between the two of them? Well, maybe, maybe not, because the two have hung out quite a bit in the past year, when Rihanna was still booed up with Sussan Jamil. Like back in October during Drake's big birthday week, he threw a birthday party at Poppy in Los Angeles, so we're just gonna have to see about this one. We know they definitely are friends again. Because if things aren't developing any further than friendship with Drake, fans think ASAP Rocky could be the lucky guy, who Rihanna was also spotted with this weekend. Us Weekly reported that Rihanna was seen smiling and laughing with him backstage at the Yams Day benefit concert at New York City's Barclays Center, and Rihanna and ASAP have an even briefer history than her and Drake. They were once spotted kissing off screen while filming a music video together back in 2013, and rumors about these two often circulate when they get spotted together at events. This is the thing, Rihanna can have whoever she wants.
True.
If she wants to dip into the pool of Drake and ASAP Rocky and her ex, let her. She can do it.
She can do it. If anyone can, Rihanna can. And I feel like we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Let's wait and
It's
see.
gonna have to wait and see.
Rihanna, call me.
Okay, so we all know by now that Jeffree and Nate sadly have broken up. And while Jeffree is working through his breakup, his spirits have definitely been getting better from his updates on social media. And now it looks like he might be getting flirty, or someone getting flirty with him on Instagram. That's right, like we just said, you probably have heard the news that Jeffree Star and Nate Schwandt have broken up. After rumors and speculation that the two were going through some relationship troubles, Jeffree broke the news with his video, "We Broke Up," on January the 11th. Now since then, Jeffree has given fans multiple updates via social media, as well as sharing his Snapchat approximately 10 days after the breakup with his response to reports that Nate was in a city with a girl and where they were at right now.
Because there is a few media outlets reporting that Nathan is in another city with another girl. I'm like, you guys, do you think me and him want to date anyone else right now? Do you think that's on our minds?
So while we know Jeffree is taking each day as it comes and healing from his breakup, his social media updates have shown that he is definitely making progress, as he shared in this tweet on the 18th of January saying, "Good morning, everyone. Just went on a hike by myself with all 4 dogs and it was magical. Time to get mentally back on track." And fans are thrilled to see Jeffree in better spirits from where he was when the news first broke. However, it's one of Jeffree's most recent Instagram posts that has fans losing all chill, particularly because it looks like there's a little bit of Instagram flirting going on between someone and Jeffree, and fans are not mad about it. We're talking about Todrick Hall. Now, Jeffree posted this picture to his Instagram with the caption, "I'm hungry for some chocolate." And there in the comments section were followers cheering him on, saying things like "yes" and "OMG, yes," glowing. And also there in the comments section was Todrick Hall, who left his own cheeky, flirty little caption saying, "Well, since you asked so nicely," with a hand up, "I'm over here" emoji. And while fans were losing all chill over this, we're going to get to that part, Jeffree tagged Todrick in response to the thread with a bunch of emojis, including 3 smiley angel emojis a fire sign, and a star. And I mean, look, they're just emojis, but we all know an emoji can be worth 1,000 words. And fans agree, like this person who said, Todrick, shoot your shot, honey. Of course, there were also fans who hoped this could mean that maybe a collaboration between the two are in the works. This isn't the first time they've actually had an exchange on social media, particularly one which had fans calling for a collaboration. Last year in September, Jeffree shared Todrick's new music video to Twitter, writing, "My new favorite anthem. This is iconic," to which Todrick replied, "Thank you, friend. I'm so gagged. This just made my night." Ooh.
Interesting.
I mean, of course, we know that Jeffree is still healing right now. You know, he's shared many updates on social media that, you know, he's not looking to be with someone right now, and he's just, you know, focusing on himself and his own happiness. But I thought this flirty little exchange was very cute.
I feel like nothing's going on because if you just went through a breakup and publicly, you're not gonna like flirt with someone publicly, because I feel like it's kind of disrespectful to the person you just had a public breakup with.
Yeah.
So probably nothing's going on.
Yeah,
but like,
nothing's going on.
it's interesting.
But you know, and I looked at the emojis and I thought, and they were pretty like platonic. Well, the fire emoji was the only one that made me go, Because the other ones were angels and there was a star, Jeffree Star, but there was a fire emoji.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Drew,
Yes.
do you know what time it is?
I do, Susan. Tell the people.
It is time for the final rundown! Almost like a touchdown.
Yeah,
Almost
Super
the end of
Bowl
the
ready.
Yeah, Super Bowl ready. All right, Drew, you're going to kick us off with our very first story. 1.5 minutes now.
On the clock. Okay, you guys, we have to talk about some sad news. Taylor Swift and her mom. So Taylor Swift revealed some upsetting news about her mother's health. In an interview with Variety ahead of her upcoming documentary, Miss Americana, Taylor revealed that her mother had recently been diagnosed with a brain tumor while undergoing treatment for cancer. Taylor said, quote, "She was going through chemo, and that's a hard enough thing for a person to go through. While she was going through treatment, they found a brain tumor." Taylor continued to share how hard it has been and said, "So it's just been a really hard time for us as a family. We are sending our prayers and thoughts to Taylor and her mom and her entire family."
Yeah, it must be a really tough thing to be going through, and we really do hope for a speedy recovery and for things to go really well as they can.
Good vibes.
Good vibes, but switching gears for our next story, the SAG Awards kicked off on Sunday and so many of our faves were there slaying the carpet. That's right, so many of our favorites were shutting down the red carpet, including all the gang from Stranger Things, Storm Reid, Lily Reinhart, J-Lo, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, who had the cutest reunion that literally shut down the internet, as well as so many more. I was lucky enough to be there and I actually spoke to Brad Pitt. I actually got to speak to Dacre Montgomery.
So tell me.
Yes. What do you want to know?
I want to hear what you're talking about.
Oh, with
I don't
Brad?
care what that says.
Okay,
Yeah.
with Brad. Well, I was like, I kind of like jumped in at the end of the person next to me that he was talking to, because I could feel he was going to go, but you guys, he touched my hand. and the way I could kind of get him to stay
Which
there.
one, this one?
Yeah, this one. I was holding the microphone with this one. And I said, "Brad, do you have a message for Australia?" And then he was gonna keep moving, but then he realized he wanted to stop and talk, and he was just so Brad Pitt. Yeah, and in the moment, and he had this he was saying that he loves Australia and he had a really beautiful message for Australia, and he spent time there with his kids. And I was like, "When are you coming back?" And he's like, "Soon." But when he was talking to me, he kind of went to say something and he went like that.
He touched it.
Yeah, and in the moment I was like,
touched it.
"Is that Brad Pitt? He just touched my hand."
Oh my god, I would die.
All right, you guys. Well, that is it for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. But before you run away, we have some questions. Drew, do you have any questions?
I want to know, what do you guys think about this whole Rihanna Drake A$AP Rocky situation? Who is she sharing juices with? You know?
Well, that's one way of putting it. And also, I really want to know, when do you think that we're going to be getting Shane's new conspiracy videos that he's teased? Also, have you checked out his latest video on Shane Glosson? What was your favorite part? What was the thing that you were like, OMG, I had no idea that happened?
Right.
Let us know in the comment section below. And we'll be back here tomorrow.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye, guys.
Auf Wiedersehen.
But hold on, before you go anywhere, if you didn't catch this weekend's episode of Celebrity Lowdown, it's right here, and all you need to do is click.
Right there. You guys also be sure to subscribe to our channel. Right there. Hit it.